Hey guys, this is Superior and welcome to PHP tutorial number 25. Today we're going to be looking at something which is really, it's not really PHP related, it's just like I guess you could call it a common programming technique, okay? But, I mean, it's generally used in PHP and maybe JavaScript as well. Actually not so much JavaScript, but anyways, PHP common programming technique. And what that is sticky forms. Okay. Now, for any of you who don't know what sticky forms are, is basically when you submit a form, all the data inside the form is wiped out completely and reset to the default. Which means if you submit the form and then PHP checks it and finds an error with it, it's already wiped out all the data in it, so now the user has to go through the whole form again and fill out everything all over, which can be a real pain in the arse. So if you make a sticky form, it means stuff that we want to, like we wouldn't allow passwords to be sticky, but we would allow stuff like usernames and emails to be sticky, so that when you submit the form, even if there's an error, all the information that we want to will stay inside the form inputs. Okay. Now, here's my IDE, which is again Active State Komodo. Okay, really cool IDE. And basically, we're just gonna pretty much use exactly the same setup as we did when we did that processing data with PHP video, remember, where we had the favorite color and a whole bunch of other stuff. Pretty much the exact same setup, except I've just changed the form inputs to take in a name and an email. But the whole PHP processing part is the same. You know, you say if is set $_post submitted, create the errors array, check for everything. If it's not empty, then you take it in, otherwise make an error for it, you know, and I do that with the name and then the email here as well. Then you check if the errors are empty, and if they are, then you do whatever you want to do. In this case, I'm just outputting the name and the email. Otherwise, you output each error, okay? So all that is exactly the same. So what's the difference with a sticky form? Well, it's really simple. In text inputs, okay, in text type inputs in HTML, you have the option to supply a value attribute, which will be the text that will be inside the text input by default, okay? And all we're going to set this to is equal to, and then you just want to open and close a quotation. So here I open them, and then here I close them. And in between, open and close PHP. So here I open PHP, and here I close PHP. And then we're going to put an if statement on one line. Okay. Now it might look a bit messy, but this is it's quite a short statement anyway, and it doesn't need to be over 2 lines. And if it's over 2 lines, for one, I'm not sure if the HTML will work, and for 2, it's just clogging up. It's taking up more lines and clogging up your code, so there's no need to do it. Something this simple can just be done on one line, if it needs to be. So anyway, the if statement is purely checking if the value of name inside the post array is set, which means if the user's submitted the form already, basically, and there is data inside the name value, inside the name part of the post array, then all you're going to do is echo out $_post name, and it's exactly the same for the email form input. If is set $_post email, echo out $_post email, and as simple as that, you now have a sticky form. So thanks for watching, guys. Over and out.